Hi, I'm Linda Leary with Linda Leary Consulting, and I wanted to present to you today a presentation that I've been doing on surviving and thriving for small business, and hope you enjoy it. And we'll run through. It takes about 15 minutes at the most, and I think you'll enjoy the presentation. So the presentation is how to survive and thrive for small business, and this comes from my many years of working in the trucking industry and really um, uh, going through lots of ups and downs as we run our business, and um, trying to share some of those things for you so that you are strong and survive over the next 60 days. So how to survive and thrive. It takes a lot of components. So I'm going to run through some of these, and starting with creating a plan, finding funding sources, working on managing your mood and that of your employees, remembering why you're doing what you're doing, and then also just remembering that this is not forever. Next thing is working on having a 90-day plan, or just creating a plan that'll get you through the next 90 days into the next 6 months or even the next year. So part of that is one of the first things is managing expenses and understanding how to do that. We'll talk about maintaining and growing revenue, marketing and customer service. We'll talk about learning new skills, collaborations and how that's beneficial. And then we'll also talk about restructuring and giving back to your community. So let's talk a little bit about managing expenses. So to manage your expenses, you want to really make sure that you're looking at some of the things like looking at your margins, recalculating your overhead. What are your monthly expenses, and what does it really cost you to run your business? And are there things that you can do to cut some of your costs? And project cash flow. Project cash flow for the next 90 days. Do it by the week if you can. Understand what your costs are and what your upcoming expenses are going to be. If you get a chance, ask for extended credit terms from your vendors. It's really helpful to make sure that you're have enough money to make it through for the next few months. And then look at minimizing purchases. What are the things you can do to cut down on spending for you and for your team to make sure that you can survive and thrive into the next 6 months to a year? Look for efficiencies. Are there savings that you can find? What are your biggest spends? And ask your employees about that, because they have a lot of great ideas. And then looking at the profitability of your different services and products, and the pricing of those products. Are they all where they need to be? Maintain or growing revenue. Always be selling. What are your revenue streams? And then also know what your revenue is every day that's coming in, monthly, weekly goals, and then for the quarter and for the year. And then you just need to adjust as you go along, because sometimes things change, but then you also have to bring your expenses down at the same time. Do some process mapping, understanding what it's like to go from the sale to the customer and that whole flow, and what the customers are going through and experiencing with you. Look at your direct-to-consumer model. I've had several friends that were only brick and mortar, and they quickly pivoted to an online model so that they could survive. Look at options like curbside pickups, home deliveries, concierge services. Those are other things that you can also do. When it comes to marketing and customer service, look at what you're doing around social media, around videos. One thing that's out of my comfort zone is doing live videos like this. But there's a lot you can do around live video campaigns and just engaging with your customer base and your community. Looking at customer service, make sure you're offering outstanding customer service and creating a memorable experience for your clients when they're coming into your store and or buying from you online. And make sure that you personalize that service. What are you doing to make it really special? Work on learning new skills. That's another thing that you can do that really helps over the next several weeks and months. Be curious. It's a great time to learn something new. Take on projects that will lower your costs. Do a website refresh. That's a project we're trying to take on. Look at researching new software, apps, social media, doing videos again, just engaging with your community. Another is looking at your data and your analytics. What are the analytics around your sales, your social media, and how can you improve on that and set some metrics and goals to improve on that? Collaborations. Swing for the fence. Think of a big collaboration that you can do that benefits not only you as a business owner, but also your community and industry partners. What can you do together? We do some work with Cassie for Recovery, which is a breast cancer national organization. Covenant House is a favorite of mine, and that's for at-risk youth. And they have facilities all around the United States, and just a stellar one here in Anchorage to take care of our youth. We like to do things to help take care of them. Then restructuring. Look at your strategic plan. Does it need an update during this time when you're doing things a little bit differently? Look at your head count, but keeping in mind if you get a PPP that you can't adjust your head count too much. And then really look at your roles and responsibilities. Are the people in the right roles? Do you need to move people around? Do you need to change their responsibilities? And if you can work on, make sure you've got processes and procedures for each role and each job. Work on cross-training, make sure your top 3 critical roles are covered and that everybody knows how to do that role. And then if you've got projects, do them now while you have some time. But I know that we're all pretty busy just trying to survive at this point. And then I really work on trying to give back to our community. What can we do to give back to the community and make sure that we're taking care of our industry partners and our nonprofit partners and helping to strengthen and grow the community. And look at funding sources. You've got SBA and the EIDL loans. You've got PPP, payroll protection plans. Those are all eligible for you to apply for. Whether you're a small business, you're self-employed, and it's a good time to take advantage of those and to help to strengthen up your company because all of our businesses are off a bit and you could use that extra help. And then look at state and local funding. Here in Alaska, some of the municipalities have all gotten CARES funding as well as the state through the Alaska CARES Small Business Directed Grant Program, and all of those are really important to make sure that that you're staying strong and nimble. And then another thing to do is just really working on managing your mood of you and your employees and making sure that they're thinking long-term, lengthening the horizon of time that they're working. And it's not much you can do in a day, but lots you can do and think about being done in the next 90 days, 6 months, or a year. And just realizing you can only control what you can control and that some things are out of your hands. But most of all, just helping your employees see the future and the opportunities and just staying calm. I'm doing some team building. We'll buy lunch for the team. We'll, do things like that really help them be excited about what's going on. And then helping them and yourself remember why you're doing what you're doing and stay focused on it. Reminding yourself why you're in business, what you're doing, and what opportunities open up because of all the changes in the market. It's a good time for a reset. And then also just remembering this is not forever. Take time to learn, get out of your comfort zone, learn something new. Like for me, it's learning how to do these videos. So thanks for listening. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to work on, just give me a call. Linda Leary Consulting here in Anchorage, or you can reach me online. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it.